one time. So let the rhythm hit him, just let the rhythm hit him. Cause when you feel it in your soul, lift the sound system.
We've had spotty showers since about 7 a.m. here in D.C., and the radar indicates it's going to continue, but nothing to stop football from happening at FedEx Field. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7 between the Green Bay Packers and the Washington Commanders. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. Fields this way up at the 17, and he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Play action. Now Rodgers. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Rodgers. This is caught. It's Christian Watson. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That goes for a gain of 31.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. But not many guys who can blow up plays like Chase Young. He did it again there. 2nd down, another shot for Jones. Give them 4 on the carry there, but that only takes them back to where they started. 3rd and 10.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for them.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
On now is Mason Crosby, who's hit from as far as 58 in his career. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt. He had the distance, but it's no good. Wide to the right, and this will remain a scoreless game. Well, that opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. From the 39, Howell. Middle of the field, he's got McLaurin. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. On 1st down, Howell. He gets it to Thomas. And he'll get this to the 22. So they began the play at the 11, and it's a gain of 11. 1st down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Commanders. Brian Robinson Jr. with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Commanders will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And he'll go out of bounds, but not before reaching the opposite 35.
Forget the idea of flipping the field. They have now put themselves in a position to score points with that big-time return.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. He's got the hook up with Dobbs. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, it turned into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. First carry now for A.J. Dillon. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. Now Rodgers. He finds Watson complete. And the Packers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a 1st down.
They'll run here with Dillon. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Second down and goal. Rodgers, touchdown! Sammy Watkins, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Packers are an extra point away now from moving out in front. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And they take the lead here at 7-6. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
Well, the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
On second down, here's Gibson again.
And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And let's see, the Packers defensively 6 DBs, so a dime look on 3rd.
Could play coverage or bring pressure.
From the gun on 3rd down, Howell.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Rashawn Gary able to record his 5th sack of the season. After a 1-point game, 7-6.
So on 4th down, Washington going to call on Tress Way to punt it away.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return on this one as that kick's out of bounds, so they'll start just outside of their own 30-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
And they are back down to 500 following the loss last week. Consistency has been a real issue for them so far.
Brandon, you almost don't know what team is going to show up every week. I mean, there's no consistency with this ball club at all, and if we feel that way, I know it frustrates the coaching staff, and it also has to frustrate the key leaders in the locker room. They got to figure out how to get coordinated.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Rodgers now to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
They just gave up a sack there, but not mistaken. They gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. They're just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they'll have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
He finds Watson. It's caught.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
26.
On first down, Rodgers. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
Now that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack, and that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Over the middle, it's complete. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. Through the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
58.
Rodgers going to give this one to Dillon. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
This offense has converted 2 third downs on this drive already. This is 3rd and 4. Rodgers going to throw. He hits Dobbs on the crosser. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on 3rd down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a 1st down.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. They go back to the ground with Jones. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. He was trying to clear the way, the big fullback. Instead, he gets a hold.
And you don't see that very often on running plays from those guys because usually they're the lead blocker. Normally, when he gets caught, it's in a passing situation.
Now Rodgers. Touchdown, Packers! Romeo Dobbs with his first career NFL touchdown. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Oh, I was just about to say he had missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Fields this way up at the 17. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to. Gibson gets hit and he fumbles it. And the Packers pick it up. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Rodgers. Rush coming, and he's taken down. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on second. So, Charles, no turnovers yet for this offense, but those sacks now, they're starting to pile up.
And one thing usually leads to another because they've got to figure out how the offensive line and everyone else involved in protection can keep their quarterback upright and allow him a chance to throw the ball downfield.
Rodgers' throw complete here on target to Tunyon. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime. To throw is Rodgers. And that will be incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Taking it about the 16. It'll be called just a 22-yard punt. Certainly not what he wanted. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
He's airing it out for Williams. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Powell. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Packers are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line.
Well, it certainly felt like he was going to challenge this defense no matter what, and he stepped up and tried to throw it to the outermost edge of the zone coverage, and they were more than ready for him. The problem now is if they are limited in what they're doing throwing the football, they got to figure out how to move it without being able to throw it to the outside and throw it downfield.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
and they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago, there's another one right there.
Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw brought in by Watson. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
46.
Throwing now is Rodgers. And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends of what we've seen so far.
Under pressure, and they got to him again. Now the Commanders going to burn the second of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Here's Rodgers. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown. And the big boy, dare I say, he showed some athleticism there.
Oh, without a doubt. And you know what else we saw on that play? Why they do more and more ball drills in practice. They want everyone proficient with catching the football and being comfortable, because you never know when a big play like this will happen for a big man.
Now, post-game locker room, does he get an extra drumstick?
He was going to get that anyway. He may get the whole spread now.
Yeah, put some gravy on there. All square now at 13 all as he sends this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he's got some space here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So we come upon halftime with a tie score, 13-all. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee-wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. A handoff running left is Gibson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a first down for Washington on a pickup of 11. Those are the type of runs that we did not see from him in the first half, but a good start to the third quarter.
And I know what everyone's thinking that's watching this. They did a great job adjusting at the half. Oftentimes you don't make adjustments. You just dial into your game plan a little bit better, and maybe they're starting to make some headway.
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
But based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Another throw on 2nd down. Got this complete to Jahan Dotson. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers 36. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36. Powell throwing on first down here. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. They'll throw on first down. Here's Howell. And he's going to go down here. A sack. They push him back to the 34. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. Well, he shot in, CD, like he was out of a cannon from that linebacker position. And even though they had a running back in the backfield, no one could stop him.
Well, you certainly diagnosed that play perfectly, because as fast as he got into the backfield, you're exactly right. The running back had no shot to get over and try and protect his quarterback, and a sack resulted.
To try again after the sack. Powell. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. The safety, Adrian Amos, comes crashing in for the sack.
The passing game's been struggling a bit today, and that was the latest example. Haven't been getting much yardage out of it, and now on his back after the last play, he faces 3rd and long.
Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. 3rd and long. Here's Howell. Williams brings it in. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. Well, they don't get a touchdown here in the opening drive of the 3rd quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they find themselves down on the scoreboard following the field goal a moment ago.
And I think even though they trail in the game now, I would consider that a win for their defense, and that's probably what they're telling the offense when they get to the bench. Hey, the onus is on you guys now. Get back out there and get us the lead back.
A good action to this point in the 3rd quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. picked off by Benjamin St-Juste. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. On second down, a run with Gibson. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. And not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Powell throwing on 3rd down here. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Sly able to put this one through, and the drive will wind up yielding 3. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Here comes another drive from this unit, and Charles, they're coming off a costly mistake on the last possession, an interception in a game that is very close right now.
Well, as we know, they all sting no matter what the situation, but in a one-possession game, that'll hurt a little bit more. But this is an excellent opportunity to make up for it on this drive. I just don't expect them to try and take huge gambles to make up that momentum in a hurry.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Montez Sweat in there to record another sack, and that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Throwing is Rodgers. That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That one good for 26 and a first down. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter.
26. Hey, 26. Number 50. Hey, you block over here. Stand 300.
Rodgers now on first down. He'll go right back to Tunyon. The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
That's Tunyon bringing in the quick throw. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 31-yard line. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10, down at the 31. Now it's Rodgers. Oh, the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. Jonathan Allen, the former first-round pick, getting in there to bring him down. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. And this is caught by Watkins. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense is pretty vocal about his desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
Rodgers gotta have this one. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Benjamin St. Juste. And the Commanders are going to get it back here just past the 35. So that a definite deflator there on the interception.
Yeah, you work your way down the field thinking you're in position for a go-ahead score. But all it takes is one errant throw, and this one winds up a turnover.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Another important 4th quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 41 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. On 1st down, right back to Gibson. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Big Kenny Clark that time pushing upfield to make the tackle for loss.
Sometimes you get all those big guys down there in one spot and there's just nowhere to go. And in this case, the defensive tackle used his strength and swallowed him up.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. They'll go again with Gibson. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. We're holding on to the lead at this stage in the second half. Those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part, you've got to learn how to finish. It's the 2 F's for a rookie quarterback.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. They'll try and run for the first with Dillon. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay.
Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who is so compact and powerful, and that strength was on display there.
And it's no good. He missed it. And the game remains tied. Oh, boy. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter.
Fields this way up at the 17. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. Brought down that time by Quay Walker.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
On second down, here's Gibson again.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports.
Once more, Gibson.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Here's Howell. Pass complete, Thomas.
And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
I like what they did there, still keeping their tight ends involved. They understand it's not quite Hail Mary time just yet.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Robinson will try to pick it up.
And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
Give up the middle to Gibson.
And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Howell to throw.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage.
And the Packers are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Now Rodgers. He's got Tunyon complete over the middle. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Back to throw, Rodgers. Quick slant to Watson. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. And now they're going to get the timeout. A huge play has him in field goal range with a chance to win. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. So the game here hangs on the right foot of Mason Crosby. Footing obviously an issue in the driving rain. This one for the win. And in his 15th season, he's able to get this one to go. And they have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory.
Charles, for this losing side, their heads are hanging as they walk off the field today. And really, I mean, we know why. Those 3 turnovers by that offense, that's ultimately what doomed them.
And this is what coaches preach all the time to every team that we ever talk with. Taking care of the ball on offense, trying to take it away on defense. And let's face it, when you give it away 3 times in one game, you make it very difficult for your team to get the W.
So for the Packers, they move back over 500 now at 4-3. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Buffalo to take on the Bills.
Meanwhile, for the Commanders,
the loss drops them back to 4-3 so far. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Indianapolis to take on the Colts.